Pull up on the guy, show me what you got.
Let me get my theme music. Listen, we all know the hip hop world has been shooketh these last weeks and a half. Kendrick Lamar did his big one on his Like That verse. And as such, since then, J. Cole has responded and then unresponded. And Drake is still silent. So, still silent. We're going to talk about it. So Bo, thoughts on the Kendrick verse and I guess on the Cole response and the whole apology nonsense.
So,
and then, we'll get to the Drake a little later.
All right, so I mean, now, just first things first. Like, I feel like I speak for everybody on the couch when I say we love a little competition in the rap world.
For sure.
So when it comes down to competition, I feel like Kendrick put his foot. That's like you've been in the band. That's like they called you out from across the field. They played your song, nigga.
For sure. Disrespect.
Drumline,
yeah,
nigga.
disrespect. You
can't be snared.
Disrespect.
That's like the nigga across the field from you hitting you with the hey, I'm coming for your next play. Now what you gonna do? I feel like Cole's response was very strong. I felt like he was very direct in what he said. It wasn't even like I'm not gonna tiptoe around it. It's like, all right, I'm talking about you. This is a warning shot. If you want it, I'm here for we can get at it. But if you want to get on a song, that's what he said at the end. He was like, if y'all put us on the same beat, I get the da 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 da. That's what he was saying. But
I would like that.
But like for him to apologize after is kind of crazy, like in terms of the idea of like what the normal person sees rap music as to be, or the normal rap fan anyway. So like like I said, we all enjoy competition. For you to go like, and it's not even like it was a full apology. Like it's not even like it'd be different if he would have said some shit.
He did say on stage that they was going to take it off platforms. It ain't off yet.
It ain't
I don't
off
know
yet.
if he going to do it, but he might delete it later.
It was a full apology, real live. Like he said, my chin is out. I didn't like that. I feel like
I didn't listen to the whole thing.
He was saying basically like if you
mean?
got some, like basically if you throwing a punch, I'm throwing my chin out. You ain't like
I don't like that.
Yeah,
that's a little much.
He's like go ahead, tip me, and I'm like I'm not taking punches for nobody. I just feel like I feel like at the end of the day, if it's I'm not finna let you hit me. I'm gonna come back every time. You finna catch it. Even if, like, and that's what my biggest problem with it is. I feel like everybody understood it as, like, y'all cool. Like, y'all ain't people that we see as, like, we don't think y'all about to fight over y'all bars. We everybody got excited because it's like, man, they about to be back and forth. And J. Cole and Kendrick, they the two tops of the game. I'm like, this is more than what we could have asked for.
Yeah, that's a good point because I was kind of confused as to why you would take it off. But I was kind of leaning towards, like, I feel like the apology more so came because of like the reception of the diss. Like I think most of the people was like, this kind of whack. Kendrick did it to you.
Yeah. Right.
It's
True, what you think?
It's kind of like I don't think that J. Cole realized how serious the beef was between Kendrick and Drake already.
Yeah.
So it's like, as in like I think J. Cole thought it was gonna be on some, rap showing the sport of it. But when he realized, this is something that's been rooted already. This is just my opinion on it. This is something that's been rooted already. It's like, let me tell K-Dot that
I think we gotta give Cole a little more credit than that.
Yeah, I feel like it's no way he was oblivious to their beef, like. Cause
honestly, I think it was more so he didn't want it to come off as it's a Cole and Drake versus Kenny kind of thing.
Yeah, like
that makes
one. Either way,
because
I was about to.
I feel that because I don't think Cole necessarily is aligning himself on Drake's side. Like it's
Cole
like
is trying to play the field, like
right, because it's essentially Kendrick's fault for tagging them together, but it's their fault for making the song.
Yeah,
together.
he the one who brought it up. He brought it up.
And I also, even though Kendrick is my boy, it's like in first person shooter, they didn't really say anything that was bad. They just said regular rap shit, like, you know, he even mentioned him as a part of the big three, and maybe.
But immediately after, he called himself Ali, which is the greatest of all time.
Right.
You
but
know.
as a rapper, you should do that. So
okay, but as a competitor, he's like, all right, well, let's see.
that's what I'm saying.
So like that's really like how I'm feeling. Like if you calling yourself Ali, you got to be willing to dodge the punch. You got to be in here with the. You can't be leaving your chin out. Ali play defense. I'm like, what do you mean leave your chin out? Like it's not.
Chin out is crazy.
Yeah, chin out is a little wild. I just couldn't get with that whole ideal.
Speaking of things I can't get with, Aubrey. What's going on? And my main issue is, for one thing, I saw something today, and I only saw it one place, so I don't think it's probably true. But someone said that he dropped it tonight, so we'll see. But he hasn't yet.
This is the 11th, so by next episode,
it'll be out. I guess.
You on the clock, bro? Drop something, because I'm like, if you gonna allude to it every day on social media, like rap about it.
So this is my other point with that is Joe Budden said. Joe Budden said that Kendrick
pump it up.
Joe Budden said Kendrick and Drake both have responses left. So now I'm wondering, why is Kendrick back? Is he back at Cole, or he just about to double down on the two of them?
I think. Well, I think, like you said, Kendrick is definitely is more at Drake. So like, I think, you know, if he needed something for Cole, he just put something together. But I know I can feel it in my gut. Whatever he has for Drake next is already done. He might change like a bar or two.
I feel that.
But this nigga ain't dropped yet. I'm like, if you're gonna do if you're gonna do the I'm not gonna respond route, stop talking about that shit.
So I think at this point, for Kendrick to have another response, like you said, he already got it. So I feel like at this point, if Drake do drop tonight or whatever, drop a diss to Kendrick, who's to say Kendrick won't drop his the next day?
Good point. Let me pull up my stats here real quick, okay? Remember, Pusha dropped Daytona, and on Daytona he had Infrared, which was like his bait for Drake. Drake dropped Duppy Freestyle in response the same day that shit came out.
The same day. People. So.
Then you are hiding a son.
I don't know. I didn't look up when Adidon came out next, but it was soon enough, and it did its job. Yeah. Right. Duppy came out the same day. So like, if he, if he wanted to, he could have.
How many times? Because we seen the beef with Meek, we seen the beef with Pusha. When did Drake respond back to? He responded back to Meek twice, right? Who stopped responding? Because I know he started responding with Pusha. I know he started responding with who else was he beefing with?
When did he stop responding?
Yeah.
So I think with Meek specifically, I think Meek initially stopped. Well, no. I think Meek had a diss back to Drake. Don't quote me on this, but I think Meek had a diss back to Drake that didn't go well. And just kind of like everybody was like, Drake beat you.
Back to back.
Yeah. And then they ended up making Rico together.
Right.
And it was just
Years
squash.
later.
Yeah. Nah, it's a little crazy. Competition is a little it's fun in the industry. So
if he drops something, that shit better be fire.
Oh yeah, nah.
Okay, because niggas,
especially with the
is
weight.
already saying he had to wait for his writers to cook that shit up. That's why
it's
taking so long. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I heard that.
I've been hearing that all day.
This is all.
You don't read the comments like I do, man. I be going.
Okay, Everybody's already like, it might be cold, but it's his writers that wrote that shit. When Kenny respond, that's Kenny who's talking to you.
Right.
Boom.
Nigga, boom.
I like that verse. That was a great verse.
Does that go down as one of the greatest diss songs?
Nah.
Can we put that up there? No. It shook the game.
But what? Why?
No.
Okay.
It had shock factor.
Yeah, I say
because it
the
was a
only
hidden
reason
feature
I say
on a future Metro tape, so no one was expecting that.
nobody
So when you
expected
listen to it the first time, a bar in, you like, oh shit, that's Kenny. You like,
Yeah.
he ripping that shit.
Hey,
and
you
then a
just-
little bit through, you like, wait. What are you talking about? You probably glossed over the first person shooter bar because
yeah.
you're still like, this
Yeah,
nigga floating. But
right.
when it gets to the fuck the big 3 bar, you're like,
yeah, you
run it
like,
back.
Hold on, wait.
Run it back. Then you get through the whole journey just because after fuck the big 3, every bar is at them.
Yeah.
I'm really like that. Man, your best track is a light track. Nigga, Prince out there, Mike J, nigga, boom.
I was like, God. Well, your dogs
So it's shock factor on like further replay value. It's just a good verse. Like
See-
I don't listen to it today and just be like, he got them niggas again.
Yeah.
It was clear he was. I just
it's-
trying to be at y'all a little bit.
It's one of the, for me, I think it's one of the best diss verses in terms of fitting the song. Like it like you can listen
it's a
to
good verse.
You
That's
can
my
listen
thing.
to that song on a regular basis, like you said, and not be like,
but part of
he got
that,
them.
but that's my thing. It's just a verse, so I'm like, I don't feel like I can.
I
go
feel
in
that. I
there,
feel that.
you know?
See, like, cause in other cases, like it's all Adam, like
Full song,
ether or whatever. It just goes on where it's just like,
It's a good verse.
yeah, no, for sure,
verse.
for sure. But
And honestly, for Kenny standards, it's an average verse.
Yeah,
His shock factor is
yeah.
huge. He don't come out a lot. He came out and was like, "Fuck y'all niggas."
and now talk about rap verses.
Tip a bit bipolar. I choose.
Now, let's actually. What are y'all ranking in terms of better verse? The Kendrick's verse or J. Cole verse?
Kendrick's.
Yeah, I think
The J. Cole track was like
It was a warning, bro. Like, and it's
yeah.
like,
Besides that, it's like you could tell he wasn't into it.
It was lazily written. Like
Right.
it felt like he was just.
he said he was like, I fuck with this nigga. It's something like that. He was like, I swear to God, don't make me do it to him. I fuck with this nigga or something like that.
Yeah, like it was a lot of
When it
like
comes to this mic, I will humble him or something like that.
yeah, low hanging fruit bars,
Low
easy
hanging
bars,
fruit
yeah.
bars for sure. That's like you could tell he wanted it. That's why I was like, nah. It's definitely Kenny on
Even
that shit.
his-
I'll get more into it when we get to the Cole segment, but
Even
Kenny got round 1 if there's any round, and he threw the flag in.
Nah,
Which
for
is
sure.
kind of crazy, and I'm gonna also get to that too. But we'll be back after.